So I first became suspicious of this bloke when I was basically just pulled up to a ridge and hid behind a rock and heard a car come up. And so I just throw a grenade randomly and like bang, this grenade comes straight in on top of me. And I was like, well, it possible, but weird. So I motor on down here and start moving to another compound. I basically pull in here so that I can get a heel and watch and see if it follows. It doesn't follow. I pull up to this compound, and no sooner do I pull up this compound than I hear the car go again. Now he's on the other side of this compound. And you can hear him moving over there. And he's holding an angle on that back left wall. There's another car that rolls past. And I'm like, I have a hit at that. And I knock that guy out of the car. So this dude is still here. He's still holding an angle on that back wall. Just watching. And this is really suspect to me. This is the same guy who just pulled up on me before. I'm thinking he's got to be maybe just off the back. So I'm going to try and bounce one off the top of it. A little bit heavy-handed. We try again. And, yeah, all to no avail. That's just a bad grenade. Now, it's solos. And you get a lot of dodgy stuff in solos. But I figure I'll molly there, and then we'll see. We'll get an angle on the corner and see if he pops out. So I pull over here, and it's still not a sound. Car goes past in the background. He's got to be on that corner, but he's not popping. I think, you know what? It's not worth the hassle. I think this guy could be a little bit dodgy. I'm not certain. So I'm actually going to leave. Now, he doesn't make a move the whole time that I'm in that compound. As soon as I leave, look, I'm going to smoke that crate. Oh, there he is. Isn't that lucky for him? And I can't see him because there's, you know, a thing called grass. There he is, just a little bit. I don't know how he's shooting at me, but shooting very effectively. And I think he's cheating. So I go and watch the death replay. And let me walk you through this. This is how you spot X-ray. And this guy's obviously a conqueror, which is bollocks. I pull up out the back and I'm like, I've just been done by these camping guys too many times before and people using X-ray. And I just think, you know what? You can have it. I'm leaving. So I start leaving. He is not watching me. Okay, he cannot see me. He is sitting on the back edge of this, exactly where I thought he was. And he hasn't moved. He can't see a thing. But as I start leaving the compound, oh, he starts moving forward and starts tracking that target through a wall. And now he's running. He's sprinting. He can't hear my footsteps right now. Cannot hear me, right? But watch how he's shooting at me. And then as I move to the right, he actually backs up so that I don't get an angle on him. Now that's the key. That's how you can tell when they're really X-raying. As far as I know, this guy's still going. He's a conqueror. This is why so many people are conqueror, especially in solos. I watched him for a little longer and yeah, things were very odd. This next one was really funny. And I want to point out, I've reported dozens of these people this season. And yeah, I mean, I was like, what? Okay, let's have a look at this. Watch him go to the M4. He's got a SCAR-L. Watch him just go straight to the M4. There it is on the left in here. Can you believe he's going to go get that? He knew where it was. Watch this again. And this is something they do. They have a toggle where they can turn on the location of certain items like 8Xs, M4s. Watch, he nearly runs through the wall getting this M4. Okay. There. Oh, there is my M4. It's through that wall there. I'm just going to look at it. There it is. Oh, shit. I've got to go through a doorway first. Hang on. Here's my M4. Let's swap that out. I wonder if I should go get some 5.56. We need more 5.56. It's going to be over here. Oh, you know. I mean, that might seem like not enough evidence for you. Okay. Let me show you something else that they always do. A lot of them just, they scope into trees. Like, it's just a regular thing. Like, what the fuck are you doing? just scoping into a tree. And the funniest thing about this is coming up. He's just going to roll across to apartments. Now, there is a guy in apartments on the right. There is also a guy in apartments, obviously, where the tree is there. And he's trying to keep an angle where he's looking at the guy on the right, but hoping the guy on the left doesn't kill him. And it's a hard angle to keep. But he's pretty confident because he's running... Oh, is that window important to you? Yeah, that window's pretty important. He's not just running the old X-ray vision. He's also running the old auto aim. He's toggled that right on. And he knows where the next guy is as well. This is hilarious. Okay, this is hilarious. Because the next guy is going to kill him. And then I watch the next guy, and he just goes and sits in a stairwell for a while. Watch it. He knows where this guy is. Oh, he's even better. Like, well done, this bloke. And he just goes up the top and sits in a stairwell for ages and doesn't move. Oh, then he starts watching something. What's that down there? I'm not certain. Could it possibly be that we've just been sitting here for a while and it's now time to come out? What could we be looking at here? There's someone coming in over there. Here comes our friend. What a surprise. I just found that one funny. And I've had others that are more egregious than that. But the joy of watching one bloke with X-ray smash another bloke with X-ray was quite the giggle. Yeah, it's really sad because I feel like when they screwed the tier thing up and you couldn't play with your best mates, it also ruined it for the cheats. There was less of an incentive for cheats to go and make things that were cheaty because they couldn't make a lot of money out of it. I mean, they could still make cash, but the big money used to be in carrying people. Like, you get carried to Conqueror. No questions asked, you know? A bloke turns up and he puts you in his squad and you win every game. And you take very, very limited risk with that. It's hard to get a 10-year ban out of that. And when you couldn't play with everyone, that stopped. And so the level of intensity that people were putting into these cheats also stopped.